Okay, great. So today I'll be talking to you about one of the projects that K-State and Keiko ISEM have been working on together. One of them you're sitting at right now, and the other I'll be talking about the online beef sustainability training that we've been working on. I did not invent online training. Like, these guys have done really cool stuff with technology, but I'll be talking about what I've been working on. So the purpose of our training project was to provide information and resources for beef producers to help them manage their business using a more holistic approach. So this training is really intended to be very practical so that they can take the information and implement change right away on their operation. It can also be used to help communicate what beef sustainability is to the larger beef supply chain. Beef producers themselves can also take the certificate of completion that they'll receive at the end of the training to communicate to their own stakeholders or customers on, what they've been doing to try to improve their own operations. So the first version of this is geared towards the feed yard producer, and we only have 6 modules right now for the initial release. So these are the 6 modules on the right. And we made sure to include at least one module within the 4 categories of sustainability, or the triple bottom line with the animal category kind of pulled out there. And we initially chose these just based on what we thought might be really interesting and informative and important to the beef industry now. But also we wanted to pick things that could complement core management competencies that already exist in the beef industry. And so I'll be using the employee engagement module as an example today, just to show you guys. And so I chose this module as an example because employee engagement often doesn't get recognized under sustainability, even though it's really important to the success and longevity of really any business operation. So it's very applicable to all operations. And actually today I was, really glad that people had already mentioned that it's really important to empower people and your employees and those that you work with. So just a little insight. The module starts out with talking about the concept and importance of engaged employees. So engaged employees are the ones that feel that strong connection to their company and their goals. And so engaged employees aren't the ones that are just happy or satisfied with their jobs. They're really the innovators and the creators and the leaders that tend to push the organization forward. And this really translates to business success. So Gallup's State of the Workplace report found that companies with high employee engagement levels really have positive business outcomes, such as customer ratings increase, an increase in productivity, and an increase in profitability. And so these numbers here are compared to companies with low employee engagement levels. But what also happens is that the negatives decrease. So absenteeism, turnover, theft, product defects, and safety incidents all decrease. And so really what we're trying to say in all of our modules is that, sustainability is not just about doing good for the environment or planting trees or whatever. It's that when you do think of the environment and you do think of your community, your people, your animals, that your business will also succeed. And so this is a general overview of what each of the modules will provide. And I went over a little bit of the what is it and why is it important with the employee engagement module. But then it'll go into more detail on how to measure it, if it is measurable, and the specific practices that the producer can implement to make those changes. And these modules will also follow the BQA style trainings, and so they'll be about 6 to 8 minutes long, and they'll have a quiz at the end for the producer to take. So in conclusion, the goals really were to assist the beef industry in continuous improvement around the full triple bottom line. We also hope that it'll improve communications on beef sustainability so that people understand it's really about how you manage your operation. It's not, as we said earlier, it's not just one way to do it, or it's not just about being grass-fed or organic or anything like that. It's all about the management practices and what you do on your own operation. So we do have previews available, so if anyone wants to take a look at it, you can come contact me or just hit me up later. But they will eventually be hosted on the BCI and animalcaretraining.org site. And so that's in the testing phase right now. But please feel free to reach out to me or Alyssa from the BCI for more information. Thank you.